All right, Abusia Micha na misa so akwaba emre channel so eda so aye be media jeche be se wase ene dedika wani pe channel so be se wase be subscribe dia my notification bell so for more podcast updates. Na Abusia ensem bi ekoso within the MPP. Yes. MPP headquarters eja dale wa enya nsem ketwa we enam so ama eye Miracles eye Aboagye ababonten the message the abre eye the base movement, alleged the base movement. The leader and the ye papa eye Kennedy Akopreko Agyapong. Na busia de ensem na eye Miracles Aboagye ato de amane eye Kennedy Agyapong. Abusia ensem no ano den pa yi a enya ensem toto a okira Kennedy atumi atwe camera na se watwe phone de asi nanim ato ensem de amane eye Dr. Mahmoud Baomi a chese ensem a Kennedy aka de akire eye Dr. Mahmoud Baomi ano abusuafo ano ye pa we de mentumi nka pese ya yekọ na yetie ensem a Miracles Aboagye de ababonten ene nea Kennedy Akopreko Agyapong abusua this time omochira waye na se enwema bi a oye de etia eye MPP Abraham Miracles ekira they are fighting so hard so betumi aba power eye nyame ya adoma 2028 na so eye ade a ye papa Kennedy Akopreko Agyapong enwema bi a oye no in fact emwa abusua yenko na yenteni na emra ebese wa se obe subscribe be like na wabo aso ahema for person bi ete no anya bi ete mo mayenten enkoma Miracles Aboagye adino ne emra sesia.
None of them are on radio and TV threatening the party, blackmailing the party, and drawing the name of the party into disrepute. Okay, that is a fact. And nobody should use issue of for consent. Who said say political party made up of million people or be anybody at the same time? But that common goal is what rallies all of us together. That common goal of winning 2028. It is only a party. That's our goal. That doesn't draw you towards the flag of the party there. Then you are the one that needs to be addressed, and not the MPP and reconciliation. What is reconciliation? Reconciliation doesn't mean that they are coming on you. But me do to me say maybe you do the mean now sister address.
Yeah,
to the extent that 6 months after elections, Obia the national to change. Who they want to me for the end to change? That is a worry. Obi, we cannot pretend about this matter.
Yeah, because ordinary the to China will not just happen in a vacuum. It should be within a particular context. I was you can say I was a casa cost, I was a meetings.
There are systems in the party, processes in the party. Let me tell you, no leader of the MPP has been as reconciliatory as Dr. Mahmoud Baomi. Oh, blackmailing Baomi, sir. Can't be known yet. It's an aspirant or running a contest, so the Dr. Mahmoud Baomi, including even senior members are openly, almost will be did Dr. Mahmoud Baomi plainly, even at the displeasure of party members. There are some people that Dr. Mahmoud Baomi party was now where they are. Yempesa, we cancel cassette now to me now could rock on her. Why not Dr. Mahmoud Baomi Konifi? One of the Mahmoud Baomi Konifi can say, Yenje Bibi Anton Chen, Niem pursue the common goal for the elephants, including Honorable Kennedy Agyapong. It didn't be Dr. Mahmoud Baomi. At what point would this end? At what point would we say enough is enough? Obi, it is not normal for a party member to come on radio and threaten the party and say, "Some we are make good party, no." Also, is your old drawn into the other person. So I just say me good party no, me say party no. You don't do that to a political party. You are threatening the party. Obi, people lay down their lives for this party. And yen nipa back home. Yekura yen kwala obi me say me ya kwala kete at least 23 years of my life. I've dedicated it to this party. 23 years. Me so say you. 23 years of my life, I've dedicated it to this party. Obi, call online, call Google, call Facebook, call Twitter. Now, question when you did not tell Nipa, you put Nipa 5 a bio matem or party from the NDC side. But I am not on radio complaining about what I feel. Me personally, I feel say the party should have done and that the party should do. No, it is not about my personal view. It's about the collective agreement of the party. Say I may disagree, but I have to follow. Even if I have concerns, there are internal mechanisms. Party, it doesn't include blackmailing the party and threatening the party on radio. And come on, Kwesi should not come on air to justify this. It is very unfortunate. I am ashamed. I'm embarrassed.
No, but Kwesi,
by what I heard.
I don't think Kwesi justified it, did he? Because what I heard him say,
in some way, you know, that's what happened.
Yes.
So over radio, so now because there are legitimate concerns. We need to do this. There are party people. The party should not brush it aside. You are justifying it. You see, the point is that you have concerns. Everybody does, including even Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is the flag bearer, including the General Secretary Koduya. Everybody has concerns because as individuals, we have different understanding of issues. But that is why the party has system to aggregate views and take decisions. It is aggregated views, you take a decision. Now you follow. Not certain party now. You cannot have justification for it. I don't want our concerns.
In that interview, he and I think Kwesi Kwarteng also repeated. He mentioned specific names. Do you think, sir, in the interest of party unity, those specific names you should maybe render an unqualified apology to him, and then you can move on as a party?
If they say they won't do, are they the party? Those individuals, some of them are MPP. You have personal issues with people, personal problem. You feel that some individuals have personally hurt you. Are they MPP? Obi me to way. Men kwam na me MPP. Into ka say miracles. Antonio Mama Mia. MPP. Oh, what are you doing? That is not how we run a political party. It is I don't know really flag bearer. And Nanka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia yes say Obi nke benide. Aden Obi. It is not a flag bearer. And Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ni say nke benide. Obi okay banti dada. Okay, Honorable J.H. Mensah.
Yeah.
Ono anakonta President Kufuor. Wanye campaign ntiano. Anko jina campaign I think I said President Kufuor eye banchi dada. O you just wayento. President Kufuor winning prime minister no. What say? Said that J.H. Mensah and number the complete KMC. You don't threaten the New Patriotic Party. You don't. There is no justification for it. If you want something to be done, you don't threaten the party to have it done. Obi yesu so by 23 years in the party no party no create this
Asempa FM.
Obi party no enti yen cry yen yes sir. Enti mo na mo say party na mo party no fitting no. If you do this, you are putting all of us our lives at risk. We wake up in the morning and labor for this party. Koshe, ko Facebook na ko Twitter la koshe. Obi me wo constituency. The shese ni amrante call up and down. Eye adwuma party we. Na nipa ba ko because we say nipa mienu ana miense bi o ma ye bibia ma na ye oyenti o to party na actually now also be justify when our lives are at risk, people's future at risk. Omo muti opa obi bi already here na my MPP so etie won kasa na obete ya omudi for the past 6 months this party has been on course after na shede discussing. When was the last time you discussing MPP say? Now the tape be you be discussing MPP in this light, it should be coming from you. Why? You're too baby, Honorable Brana Champo. So Lucy, what is our BBC? Only concern. Now to Obia quite let you know Lucy, yes, here. You bet from my room. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia lost a national election. Have you heard him do this to the country? Now Dr. Bawumia Obi Wadaroma, Dr. Bawumia, Obi and Dinatem. Respectfully, Honorable Agyapong himself, and ne supporter, Onu Ankasa openly insulted Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Onu Ankasa openly on the cameras in him, did Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. What is that Dr. Bawumia say? Member of Hono Mekasa, this will be family. Why? Why are you holding all of us at ransom? I'm very passionate about this conversation because yeah, bre. Me no kase fiti no pa makasa radio so makoma ko sex. Mada me kum me afre no manjane na mafa phone. I was just on Joy News. Me yes me to nkwana asempa san frame. Me na maso abefa call. Ko to Facebook na ko hwe, ko Twitter na ko hwe. Obi, there are MPP young people. Ya pamo mwesi o madwuma because some MPP for. They are counting on this party to get back to power. There are young patriots. Obi, oye na dwuma o Kumase, wa settle on in the family. Oye MPP ninti, NDC aban we bae. Ya post no ko wale. Obi a wabon ne ho atena se wo Kumase. A we post na ko wale. Da ben e na oba be peska aboabo ne ho afa ne ma akwa wale akọ pesku e de ma no. Obi ye dwuma o Tamale. I want not say or ye be ho. Ya posting the fitamale and the number siya bankai. Ya bang and drop back of frame. Also, you more diary or tamale. I'm not posting the fitamale grab bankai because of MPP. He has to come to Accra with his focus on. We are not focused on individual interest, what we feel, any emotions. Obi, yenya brio. Yenya bre. It's a question judge okay kano. I didn't want to comment on this thing. Me ne kasa or joy. Man commenting on it. But me tie no asempano. Me raho. Ya.
Sempa FM.
Ya. Me raho pa. Why do we do this? Dear Bonne Pano Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Oh, Bobo Nipa me say. Na come ni so Bobo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Din nkono abeso ya ba be paucho. Etapa ben biom. Dr. Bawumia ba ufie no abetena se. Anyway din komo. Wa company fu aka nyina ho ne o din komo. E dem biom no ye. To Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia no kasada. Se all kaseti obi akwala na penin krada obi. What ba kompoda. Sinipa no na ye flag bearer. Hwe bra papa ya bre. 2024 campaign o ye. Tadwe da papa yitrim. Any ideas or one man mind way or that to akonya so. Me no ka say committee meetings koso or no more say almost to provide alternative solutions to this country. But he can only implement this thing when he wins power. Or so no pedia na mo beto obi why.
Yeah, but he even made the point say for the past 6 months party for mo to abayi mu leader ewie no. Obia yekom kasa kramo nkasa bi ena obia mpontime nkretare dey aban no because munyina no or you sue phrase the attente who in the party to run because if you make comments Munchain na mubehu you want me to join these people or you sue other words be a person me debeka ho Munchain next year by July mubehu the ebesi or party name those are not comments from obia or pay genuine resolution to issues in a party ana
Obi and I make her say the comments he made it was not a declaration of war on the party, especially if you understand all the background has and all the background story. Obi said the party has no. Oh, can't go say the party couldn't have and penny for see a task in the and stuff. What I say, and yet a penny for can be said, be our papa and the grada.
Yes.
Oh, when you say, Obi to bar or a faffle or a fresh the station or Casa same way without having any basis. But you see, I will not be on this station and justify any basis because maybe my first responsibility to this party is not necessarily to an individual. And no matter how the concerns he raised, whether justifiable or unjustifiable, Obi, I am saying, say, it exposes the reconciliation unit or the reconciliation chamber of our party that we can still do better.
Okay.
For me, that is how I see everything. Obi, to say is about seeing a half full glass, whether it's half full or half empty.
Yes.
And this is the opportunity. Whether we say, oh, and I can't do any basis, and I can't do a person threatening party, Obi or no, didn't see Kaya party, fitting and the Jubilee. You think so? But sorry, I say all the legacy he's built over the years, he wants to destroy everything that he's built. Obviously, no. At the end of the day, one the benefits, one they lose, we all lose together. And I'm telling you, said the Canada, Japan, I know, will not ordinarily want to break this party. It is an opportunity. It's a phase we are going through. It is a phase we are going through. And this presents a very good opportunity for us to once again look at our reconciliation efforts. Because before unless of course the other wants to the NGI. But here may be a sense already so they mum the Becca say the Ujidi and Ujina secretary na Pamfu, the Ujidi or Dr. Bawumia, the Ujidi or no Canada Japan or Quemo. Say a face say na party no in Nayaka and Wabum na 2028. The Quaco Jacoyan.
So what share reaction na abba from some of the party communicators, ne grassroots for any social media, no, you get the feeling, say, for most of them, no, Sisi Accra de Yabreu, Debia na unkwa, and the obey bia. You get that feeling from the reaction, no?
Obi, I'll be dishonest to say I don't get that feeling because I mean social media they be a meteor.
Yes.
Except to say, say yes, party for them
okay.
You will still need the Canada Japan and his side. What I say? What about also the silent people? we have a party as Sebio Nyado. We have the track record to say, of course, I mean, in the name of discipline. Former general secretary. I mean, we saw how he was handled. Were former chairman, and but other people also maybe they have been handled their dispute resolution and reconciliation better. But at the end of the day, what is the consequential effect on the party? In the yes, party people or traditional party people who are so much conservative about protecting the image of their party who show concerns. But what about also the ordinary Ghanaians? So let's even assume, without admitting Kennedy was even wrong, just an assumption. You will still need him. You will still need Ninkofo. You will still need people that look up to him. Instead of say, we are justifying who was right or who is not right. Why don't we sit down, say sorry to each other? Let's forgive ourselves and move on. So we can deal.
Yeah.
The concern is no reason. If we had listened to him yesterday, or say, may I any chairman's Juma, may I any Abronya campaign, may I any Coca campaign, may I any Adrasa campaign. Don't you think this is a man who is making an honest admission that this is what worries me? So let's address it.
Yeah, but he also said, but also can
address them.
Yeah. Kwesi ononso kan yoma fankofo ndi sankofo no so be dan ni ononso aye campaign. Why should it just be one-sided?
Obi, and you're one-sided the cry. Is that not the reason why I'm saying say this offers a movement for reconciliation?
Okay.
And once again provoking all dispute mechanisms and addressing them. Dispute mechanism is not one-sided. Reconciliation is not one-sided. Openi can ask them we as Penny, once a media, Ebia, no, we are dream by a quite far so can need to say kefality in 10,000 yenga. We also say, be a semi, I can or them like a BP. Oh, if you can't rule, baby, and if other person also have concerns, Ken is not the same. I mean, I'm one of the people, bra, Oka, Dr. Baumia, said Dr. Baumia, and Liano. Me, and my friend, I'm saying, oh, I said no crowd or no, a kind. The information and the report I had, what I say is one of his team members who misrepresented the facts. I even drew his attention. What I say, he obviously he's also a human being. He may have his strengths and he also may have his weakness, just like any other person. But that is the whole essence of party building, party rebuilding, party reconciliation. We are not saying he's the only person that has been hurt.
Sure.
But we are saying, in a party like this, when concerns are raised, we shouldn't be so dismissive about it. The party is run by human beings. The party is not run by robots. The party is not run by program computers. They are so mechanical. Even program computers make mistakes. AI sometimes can make mistakes depending on how you pump in. And he said, party me, a member to me hurt a party now. The party which is also run by human beings and not angels can also hurt a member. But would we be on radio and arguing back and forth? No. Please, let's get a truce. I share the mood at the Senate Boyna. But before say, I assume you know who are a bread. If I enter them, maybe be a man in Yajuma. Nothing you die and care whom. Or China, Miracle smoke or Yajuma, or what the Anamana, because if I can never assume the Anamha. Now, yes, because and now share global info analytics and you are the buy who is or Yambashu. Or see if you are to replay 2024, MPP will be doing 34%. Anna NDC with Mahama will be doing 63%. Let's assume Mahama will not even be going. And the emphasis 10% and crying higher deal because they will be bringing a new candidate. Also be doing under 50%.
Yes.
So why do we think, say, at a moment like this, we cannot forgive each other, where irrespective of who is right or who is wrong, and come together and stop being mechanical and a permanent party and embrace it.
I get your bit, but I mean, knowing Honorable Ken, like you do you think, sir, and from how he spoke yesterday, are you amenable to any form of reconciliation?
What was it? So I said, yeah, and now when him Ken and some more kind, can assemble. This is my personal view.
Okay.
Say, and yet contest and I'm a Ken, I said, the usual Ken, this would have been an issue. It's just right after the contest.
Yeah.
And everybody could read any meaning into this. And also, who is then he also have to also make his claims very clear. Okay, so I mean, Afari Assembly was just an opportunity to say that MPP Ghanaians hold us to a higher standard. And when we have an opportunity to finish a project, we should have finished. Other than that, when you question the NDC or criticize them, Ghanaians will refer as a cry about. Kennedy ordinarily has always been criticizing both MPP and NDC. But the reason why that became an issue was because we have just moved from a very tense election. And that should presuppose that we should admit that all is not well. And if all is not well, what do? We need to provoke the reconciliation battles.
But there is such a thing called anti-party conduct. I mean, even a simple dipstick surveyor, a lot of party members would have issues with the party, would have issues. In fact, Nansaya polling station elections, krano, yatetin sem from a lot of polling stations, baby omontimi antwaba, baby a confusion see party for one or ensem eka. But do you think they should all adopt the Honorable Ken approach? Then you guys will have no party, no, and that's why Bianco Fobi said he's holding the party to ransom too much. And I've read a petition, one of the young guys in the party, Atro, said party no in taking it through the disciplinary process. You think say all of that and necessary for now?
We are lawyer ni.
Yes.
They actually a law who pay litigation.
That's true.
Say assembly dina court mu bia tremanso.
Absolutely.
Even in litigation, you start trying say if it be dispute resolution,
yes.
It was settlement in the
yes.
I can't be creation in our
yes.
We are sure say in the wisdom of the framers of the law, no, who say no answer. And so there are some other court. I mean, if you want to be mechanical about everything, I don't think it will benefit anyone. That's why I said that this is an opportunity for engagement and not an opportunity for condemnation and being mechanical under the umbrella of the law.
Okay.
Well, being mechanical there. In this place, I said, I mean, well, who provoked those bottoms? What I say, who provoked those bottoms? So why is it that they say that those bottoms has become necessary to provoke? Oh yes, sir. What you are maybe, just maybe, the person will be at liberty to become better or paint, depending on any description you want to give the person. Fair deal. Because we always lesson behind also and the edge. But who really lesson you have a greater responsibility to ensure, say, even the wire or supposed better and pain, you still bring the person along. Yes, you can be able to take Agyapong through party disciplinary process. What is the West? The West say this fellow from the party. Are we ready for the consequence of that? Obi, free money so yes, party I'm for one individual. Oh, no individual is bigger than the party. Yes, it is true. No individual is bigger than the party. But are the individuals' inclusion or exclusion can also affect our fortunes, especially timing. Looking at the timing. If you be a chair we are not 2028 is that losing a new candidate to defend this year, but also back at us open 8 years and
in fact, I mean, Omua make his argument nakase before 2016 elections, mo national chairman, mo general secretary, first vice chair, still amu winning elections, and Honorable Ken can go and you can still win. Omo argument, no.
Obi, it is not a reconciliation argument, and I mean, for lack of better words, if you ask me, it is not a wise conversation or argument. I don't think that makes us seizing the facts it presents and the dynamics that it presents. We are at a crossroad where we need numbers. Opamo Agyapong, chairman. At that time, what was the mood of the nation? The mood of the nation before Pamo Agyapong, the mood was telling, say, you need a minor Opamo Afoku. What was the mood of the nation then? Can you say the same mood today? Can you say the same mood today? When you compare all the dynamics or no indicators, can you say all the mood today? The mood today requires that the MPP needs to be united as one accord and as stronger as never before as compared to them. At that time, The season then was to demonstrate that we are a party that we are very disciplined.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, there's not really about discipline. The dynamics is more on unity than discipline. And when you are focusing on a united dynamic, the conversation should also be a bit softened. For me, if you ask me, those are my comments on it.
Very well. Kwasi, my say for your time, Bibiania, Yebesia Babidin Komobio. Why? We wish you very well. Yeah, that's it. Kwasi Kwatin Ekasa Emma, the Honorable Kennedy Akompreko Agyapong. Still on NPP matters, no. One other flag bearer aspirant in the just ended presidential primaries, now Dr. Brian Agyapong. He's also on the back of all of this controversy, issue statement. His statement is titled, "A Call to Unite Behind Our Party and Our Flag Bearer." Fellow members of the NPP, I speak to you today not as a bystander to our recent contest, but as one who stood in it. Like Honorable Kennedy Agyapong, I offered myself to our delegate in the January primary, and like him, I did not emerge the winner. I therefore understand, perhaps better than most, the weight of disappointment that follows a hard-fought campaign and the depth of emotion invested. Precisely from that place of shared experience that I make this appeal. Our party suffered a painful defeat in 2024. The single most important task before us between now and 2028 is to rebuild, to reunite, and to return to power. Nothing, no grievance, no provocation, no personal quarrel can be allowed to stand above that mission. Every day we spend fighting one another is a day we hand freely to our opponent. I have followed with concern the recent remarks by Honorable Kennedy Agyapong and his threat of action against the party and against certain individuals. Ken is a son of this party, a man whose energy, resources, and loyalty over the decades cannot be questioned, and whose voice carries weight across our grassroots. It is for that very reason that I urge him respectfully but firmly to lower the temperature and to lend his considerable